Hi everyone, it's Charlie again from Sotheby's Watches in Geneva. As usual, I just wanted to make a little video to share with you our latest weekly sale in Hong Kong. This one all about Rolex, Patek Philippe and Audemars Piguet, but there's a little twist this time because all of them are on bracelets or bracelet watches. Now, as always, the sale is a fairly varied selection of pieces. It consists of 44 lots at a range of price points, so let's get stuck in. Now today I wanted to first off look at some perpetual calendars. The perpetual calendar is a superb complication and it's one that's very sought after by collectors at the moment. Essentially it's a feature that allows a watch to auto-correct itself for months with 30 and 31 days, but what's more, it will auto-correct for the leap year. So it's incredibly complex, but still incredibly useful. As a complication, historically, the perpetual calendar dates back to 1762, when British horologer Thomas Mudge put the first one into a watch. What's more interesting is that we actually sold this perpetual calendar in London in 2016. We sold it for £62,500 and it's now on view in the Patek Philippe Museum here in Geneva. Now, with that said, I think it's only fitting that we start with a Patek. Lot 141 is a Patek Philippe 3945 from 1993, and it achieves in its dial layout what I would consider close to perfection. Now, the reference was introduced in 1985 and it was offered as an alternative to the incredibly popular 3940, but this one had the addition of an integrated yellow gold bracelet. Now, this particular example overall is in great honest condition and has likely never been polished, which is always a bonus. Now, the second perpetual calendar I wanted to talk about is a Vacheron Constantin. It's lot 146 and is a reference 43031 from 1990. Now, Vacheron in this instance have opted for a slightly heavier dial configuration with 4 subsidiaries instead of 3. But what you do get in this instance is the ages of the moon detailed above the moon phases at 6 o'clock. Now, with regards to pricing, Patek as a name has a little bit more weight behind it, and also this watch comes with a presentation case and its setting pin, so is priced at 200,000 Hong Kong dollars. The Vacheron, on the other hand, is a naked watch without any box and paperwork and is slightly aesthetically different, and as such is priced at 120,000 Hong Kong dollars. But still, when you think about what you're actually getting, you're getting a lot of watch for that money. So now I want to talk about Rolex, specifically lot 115, which is the second lot of the sale. This watch is a reference 1665 Sea Dweller from 1978 and is nicknamed the Double Red because of the 2 lines of red text at 6 o'clock. So the reference was introduced in 1967 and it was the first iteration of the Sea Dweller that Rolex actually produced. It saw a production run of 10 years, finishing in 1977, and in those 10 years, several dial variations have now been recognised, of which marks 1 to 4 are the most important, and this watch has a Mark IV dial. The case might have had a light polish and the bezel is likely replaced at service, but overall the edges are sharp and crisp, the proportions are healthy. The dial has also been preserved in very good condition. The lume plots are rich and evenly patinated, and what's more, match the hands, which is always a good thing to know. It also comes with its original guarantee, so overall priced at $300,000, this watch is a perfect staple Rolex collectible piece and a great place to start a collection. Now, my fourth highlight is lot 137. It's another Patek Philippe, but this time it's a Nautilus reference 5712. Now, the Nautilus hasn't really changed that much since it was first conceived by Joe Argenta in the 1970s, but what has changed is the addition of complications and as such the dial configurations. And I think the 5712 really serves to demonstrate this quite well. This reference was first introduced in 2006 and it was to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Nautilus lineage. It's distinguished by its somewhat unorthodox dial, which shows you the date, the power reserve, the moon phases and subsidiary seconds. Now, the format of the dial gives the watch a certain eccentricity, yet despite it being asymmetrical, it still manages a balance and a legibility that really very few manufacturers other than Patek Philippe are ever able to achieve. This particular example is from 2018. It has all of its box and paperwork and overall is in good condition. The price is at 450,000 Hong Kong dollars and it's a perfect everyday watch. So from one Joe Argenta design to another, I want to finish with lot 143, which is the Royal Oak by Audemars Piguet. As far as I'm concerned, this watch is a very cool take on one of the most recognisable and best loved sports watches ever produced, and really, when it comes to sports watches, this one coined the term. The watch definitely stands out from the crowd and has a very retro 2-tone colour scheme with a contrasting gold bezel and stainless steel case. It's also a complicated piece. It has the day, the date, and you've got moon phases too, so it's a little bit different in that aspect as well. So that's all we have time for this week, but the sale is online now. It's running over the weekend and until the 6th of May, so get online and have a look. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope everybody's staying safe, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.